Dr. Mark Spire has revolutionized the field of bovine medicine and made a lasting impression on veterinary medicine by encouraging the development of veterinary professionals.
And I had a great opportunity at A&M. At the time, they had the prison system there, Texas Department of Corrections, and so we spent a lot of time at the prison system, and because of Dr. England's influence and letting us do things, by the time I graduated, I had pregnancy examined 1,000 head of cows and semen evaluated about 50 bulls. So when I came into a residency program, I was able to start focusing on reproduction, and that really accelerated me through the experiences because I could go out and have credibility out in the country.
After graduating magna cum laude from Texas A&M University with his Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree in 1974, Spire served as captain of the United States Army Veterinary Corps for 2 years.
I had a great opportunity at the Veterinary Corps. The military prison farm had a cow herd, had sows that they farrowed out. They had 3,500 chickens, plus 80 horses on post, because there was no cavalry post in the old days. So I was able to take care of that whole population as a practicing veterinarian.
In 1978, he earned a Master of Science degree at Kansas State University College of Veterinary Medicine and began working as an assistant professor in the Kansas State Department of Surgery and Medicine, serving as a professor and holding the W.S. and E.C. Jones Chair in Production Medicine until his retirement in 2005.
When I joined the faculty, they were canned courses. They were the same courses that were taught every year in food animal. What I saw as the future of veterinary medicine was the fact that we were going to have to change how we dealt with people. Instead of being on a call basis and being looked at as an expense, that we were going to have to go back and show that we had a worth to the producer. So what the dollars they were spending was just not saving a cow or salvaging an animal. It was actually going to go through and affect their bottom line. So I was able to start developing elective courses through the 80s.
From 2005 to 2008, Spire worked as a technical service veterinarian at Sharing Plow Animal Health, now Merck Animal Health, a multinational pharmaceutical company.
Basically what the technical service was that instead of being a discovery or R&D type person, technical service is there to integrate products to operations. Everything that I had done beforehand, you really needed to have skill-wise to be a technical service veterinarian, because you have to be able to problem solve, you have to be able to communicate, you have to be able to integrate what technologies they might have into a livestock operation. Within Merck, I was able to travel within the United States and Canada and to Europe and work with veterinarians over there and livestock operations over there to integrate our technologies that we had.
Spire's research covered beef quality assurance, animal welfare, stocker health management, and animal disease surveillance. Among his innovations is the development of infrared thermography as a remote, non-invasive diagnostic tool to assess cattle and swine health and performance.
The various things I was able to do, whether it be quality assurance or looking at disease monitoring, all of those things gave me a base set of skills. It gave me a base value for discovery and then integration into management systems. And so we developed a system to monitor for production. And so we were able to actually look at cattle with an infrared camera and sort them into production groups. And again, there's a way to make money. There's a way to use less antibiotics. There's a way to use feed sources differently. All these things worked out together, just picked up from infrared camera.
Through his work, Spire influenced veterinary medicine at the local, national, and international levels. Spire lives in Manhattan, Kansas with his wife of 53 years, Linda. Together, they rebuilt what is now known as the Idlemore Ranch, where they run a cattle operation and entertain their wide circle of friends. They have 2 children and 5 grandchildren living in the Kansas City area.
My family moved to Kansas in 1870. We haven't left too far since 1870. I have a wonderful family, and my wife Linda, who's a former administrator at Kansas State University, and has a passion for lifelong learning, with 5 grandkids, and the 2 families very close. It's an hour-and-a-half drive to Kansas City. We can see the grandkids, and then they come over to the farm quite often.